This is the Holden Commodore VS Ute, and barely 20 years ago this machine was at the pointy end of many Australian wish lists. Obviously the simple formula struck a chord. 5 litre V8 engine at the front, sending 165 kilowatts to the rear wheels. They weren't massive figures even at the time, but considering this thing weighed only 1400 kilos, it just worked. Throw in the fact you've got a 710 kilo payload in the back, and presto, you've got yourself a sales winner and the beginning of our very own sports utility renaissance. Now that fairy tale is about to come to an end. With Holden shuttering its manufacturing operations in Australia, the car-based ute is about to disappear from production. But before then, we want to go for one more high-powered fang. Introducing the HSV Maloo R8 LSA. This isn't just any Maloo, it's the 30th anniversary edition, commemorating 30 years of HSV production in Australia. Priced from $80,000, this last hurrah model sits one rung below the GDSR Maloo in the range, but it gets access to much of the same performance catalogue, including these optional 6-piston brakes and also for the first time, torque vectoring technology. The 30-year model gets unique badging, wheels and sill plates. Not only is all that technology streets ahead, but so too is the driving experience. Now don't get me wrong, the VS is still an endearing old jigger, but this thing is just a different proposition altogether. For one, there's no fuel smell through the cabin, the headliner doesn't droop, and there's lots of technology. The 30-year anniversary Maloo sports more power and torque from its 6.2 litre supercharged V8. Outputs are now up to 410 kilowatts and 691 newton metres. Keeping with tradition, our test car features the standard 6-speed manual transmission. Gee, it's an impressive driveline, and I don't just mean when you're flat to the boards either. The power delivery is simply effortless. The clutch take-up is light and the manual gear shift is just great. This is a really easy HSV to drive, especially compared to older models. It's a similar story with the ride and handling. Yes, it's sporty, but it's also very comfortable, and it's a car that you could live with day to day. I say all this stuff, but when you do choose to sink the slipper in, boy does it go. It's almost too much power for a public road. Out on track, the Maloo really impresses. In fact, it almost defies physics with its level of road holding, considering there's a big empty space in the back. The stopping power on these 6-piston brakes is just mesmerising, and combined with the torque vectoring technology and taut handling, they do a really good job of hiding the Maloo's 1900 kilogram curb weight. Many of those traits are highlighted on the 30-year edition, particularly the Maloo's braking ability and torque vectoring function. The Maloo matches those features with an excellent interior fit-out. Big bolstered chairs, a mix of materials and a clever infotainment system help complement its car-like driving ability. Sure, rear vision isn't a strong point and you wouldn't really fit much else in the tray other than a motorcycle. But as performance utes go, the final Maloo is a fitting send-off, and it's mostly thanks to that thundering V8 engine. This thing reaches peak power at 6150 RPM, just short of the red line. So you can imagine she likes to rev. Oh, and now's probably a good time to mention, Maloo's actually the Aboriginal word for thunder. I, for one, am genuinely sad to see the Maloo and its Commodore Ute donor car disappear from production. Now, more than ever, I just want one.